let it ride. And here we go, spawning up in the top right for Infernalis Esports. It is PureLegacy.
And his opponent in the bottom left, representing Shopify Rebellion, give it up for Scarlett in the red.
Now, Scarlett is a player that is phenomenal. She was one of the first non-Korean players that, you know, really was turning heads. Obviously, Stefano definitely a factor. Huck, one of the OGs, won some of the inaugural tournaments that had South Korean players in them. But it felt like Scarlett was one of the players that could actually go to a macro game, particularly in like ZVT. And there weren't that many other players that could do it. Obviously, Stefano was fully capable of doing that. He had some of the best understanding and natural ability at StarCraft 2 of anyone to ever touch the game. But Scarlett felt like she could do it on a relatively consistent basis. So there's a lot of people kind of hold a special place in their heart for Scarlett, and particularly that's because of her creep spread. Her creep spread when she first kicked off playing was unmatched.
Oh, yeah. Scarlett's creep spread's always been just insanely good, and especially earlier back when it was a thing of, you know, just definitely something new of her coming out and hitting hot. Personally, something I like about Scarlett, some of my favorite matches to watch are Scarlett versus Need. Yeah,
that's been a classic one. There's another series that is pretty cool, Scarlett versus Masa. That is an old rivalry, a Canadian rivalry, which has always been cool. Even up till recently, where they met, I believe, last season, where Scarlett and Masa had a little tussle. And with Masa playing almost no StarCraft whatsoever, just a cheeky little bit of cheeky few games here and there. He's always been a bit of a nemesis to her, even though they've, you know, been relatively even in terms of matches. But Masa was able to still take a game with like a proxy 3 racks. He almost took the series. It's kind of been how that has gone. Now, PureLegacy does show up, gets a single lane kill, almost gets another one. But Scarlett, that's okay. That's relatively small potatoes, but a nice pickoff for PureLegacy.
Yeah, he did get the one ling, but Scarlett was able to secure a third with no problem. And that said, Dave, this is so Canadian. That's such Canadian memery that I don't know what you're talking about, eh?
Yeah.
You're like, I hate it, Dave. Damn New Yorkers.
I love it here.
I love it here.
Behind us, we are going to be seeing PureLegacy going for a very quick third command center. Ooh, nice find from PureLegacy. Manages to pick off a creep tumor of Scarlett. That is quite nice. Getting an early creep tumor against a Zerg player. It's not the first one, but one of the next two is, well, it's going to slow down that creep spread quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Definitely a nice little catch. And something you want to do against a player like Scarlett. Ooh, we're seeing a Viking opener. Are we going to... Well, we don't see any Tech Lab coming out of them there. I was going to say, are we going to see like a Hellbat Marauder build? It's not looking like it.
I actually think this is going to be a precursor to BC's right now, as we've got a third gas coming down from PureLegacy relatively quickly. He is a big fan of mech play. Now, I will be honest, I'm not as familiar with his current, like what he currently likes to go for, but I do know that he used to be a big mech enjoyer. And of course, BCs are a great way to get up into mech. Oh, Scarlett, she doesn't have a transfuse available, does have the lings here, but will lose a couple of them trying to save this queen. She saves the queen, and that's the most important part, but that's rather expensive. PureLegacy's got a lot of gas. There it is. There's the fusion core. Okay, it was because there was a ling in the main base that got in for Scarlett. Did she see the third gas at the natural? She did. So that already is a bit of a tell. I don't think this is going to be double port BC, but it will be at the very least a single starport. Yeah, this is going to be important that she figures out what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. You know, BCs are one of those things, if they are not scouted and dealt with properly, can just be a game winner. And Steadfast, you know, I'm with you. I don't believe it's going to be Advanced Ballistics Liberators Rush.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's probably not going to be. 4 drones do get picked off right there. That is very nice. I mean, you kid, but like there was a build for a very long period of time, actually around the beginning of Legacy of the Void, that was nasty. You could get some just straight up free wins by just denying like 2 bases with 2 ranged liberators, and that was just extremely unpleasant to deal with for Zerg players. Now we're going to see, once again, the Hellions trying to find some damage, find an opening. Scarlett, though, she's going to be able to shoo these away. Ooh, the drones are going to get pulled, but another couple of drones going to fall. Nice little setup, but a nice wraparound from Scarlett on top of a few of those Hellions. Good grenade to catch a couple lings on the tail end. But with all the drones that Scarlett has lost here, she's lost, what, 9 drones now? 9 drones,
yeah.
That's pretty nice. Oh, but she will see this now. Okay, that's good. And she sees the mech transition. Excellent scout. She doesn't yet see the... Fusion core. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. But she does see one of the armories. Would have been so nice, actually, if she'd seen the double armory and the fusion core, because that would have let her know that there's more BCs coming with the Yamato cannon starting on up. And actually, she hasn't started to Aspire.
Yeah,
well, that's the problem.
That certainly is. She's gonna. Oh, speaking of battle cruiser, it's teleported in to the back of the main base.
That it has, and Scarlett is going to be a little bit slow to respond. She does pull away her drones, but already losing 4 drones. And going to lose this queen as well. Ugh, this is already a nasty start for her to deal with. Armory is done, so these can morph into Hellbats. And Scarlett, she needs to split these lings a little bit better. Oh, this is looking very dangerous. PureLegacy might be able to just catch her off guard here. Already all the lings getting roasted up. Only 2 of the Hellions falling. She is going to lose a lot of these drones here. They are lining up. Okay, she will pull them back into the fight, but this is going to be huge damage. And Scarlett is in a world of trouble in this game number 1. 20 drones have fallen. Where is the BC? It is, well, it's still alive. Hang on. Actually, I think the queens can reach this. Oh, no. Oh, the BC is going to go down. A miscalculation from PureLegacy. It was... Okay, well, that's just... Okay, that actually undoes a lot of the advantage. And you might be saying Steadfast is 20 drones. But yeah, the BC's worth a ton of drones in terms of resources. It's worth 700 resources. That is 14 drones in theory. It's actually more because it's gas as well. And it's a lot of build time. It's expensive to lose that.
Well, Steadfast, we have one of my favorite things to see in a mech matchup. In one of my favorite Zerg units. Everybody... probably in disagreement with Dave. We have a Swarm Host Nidus from Scarlett. Potentially gonna find some value. Yeah, she definitely has some spots to blend it.
And with the loss of the BC, that's actually a huge problem because BCs are really important for dealing with Swarm Hosts. Especially for the Nidus Worms, actually. She's got a Ling on the bottom side for a Nidus here, Ling on the top side for a Nidus at that 12 o'clock base. And PureLegacy is trying to, well, spread out to take this base. He does have a couple of Hellbats over on this left side. But he is going to lose at least 1, maybe 2 tanks. Okay, that went way better for PureLegacy, or way less bad for PureLegacy than I expected it to. That didn't get anywhere near as much as I expected it to. Nice job from PureLegacy. Yamato's down the 1 Swarm Host that was still ready to fire its Locusts.
Yeah, I guess if you're going to pick a target, you might as well pick a good one. And
yeah,
that certainly was. But Scarlett's going to get a couple SCVs and hop right on top of this. But we got some Niduses popping, so the game of whack-a-mole begins, Steadfast.
That it does. There are some nicely placed Hellbats here. Ooh, we already going to see 1 tank going down. Scarlett does drop a bunch of corrosive biles. She is going to be able to get these Locusts in on top of another tank. And the friendly fire from these tanks is nothing but, nothing but unfriendly. It is not good for PureLegacy here. Scarlett is maxing out. She's already killed a bunch of tanks now at this point. Oh, actually, she only killed 2, but she's killed a lot of Hellbats and a lot of Hellions, and has also gotten 14 SCVs during the last little bit. I mean, this is already looking very rough for PureLegacy.
Yeah, Scarlett is just bringing the creep to his doorstep, and there we go. The game of whack-a-mole continues. Locust splitting at the third base location, jumping a little on the production too, Steadfast, other than killing that eBay wall. Potentially. Actually, she's done nothing to the production. Just jumped right to the
SCVs. Yeah. Oh, even gets a tank. That's a big pickoff, and drops the Nidus network right before she's about to die. That actually forces the BC to teleport. Oh, the corrosive biles just killed the Viking, and Hellbat almost got another one. This is already worth it just for forcing that warp away, because now the Locusts are going to pop out. I think they just kill this planetary. I think there's no way to keep it alive unless... Well, corrosive biles do come in on the lead tank there. Scarlett may elect to go for the army units instead, but if she goes for the base, I think it's dead. Actually, she is going to go for the army units. She's going to kill those. Maybe gets both, actually. There's just so much DPS from these Locusts. Ooh, the target fire on the center mass of the Locust does clear them out very quickly. Good job from PureLegacy, but the corrosive biles are going to be too much, and Scarlett will take down a ton of tanks and the command center. And now behind this, she's got 2 Spires at a time and a Greater Spire coming on in. She is not going to let this game go.
Oh, yeah, this is looking pretty over. It's like started out like a one-sided impossible battle with a 20 drone loss earlier on. But you know what? Steadfast, this is like Captain Kirk coming in against the Gorn. It's Kirktown, baby.
Nice job right there from Scarlett. She leads with the Locusts, takes down about half the tanks at the front, finds a bunch of SCVs at the third base. And yeah, I think you're right. I think we are well past the point of no return. And, well, PureLegacy does agree. He's going to tap out right then and there. GG gets called. Nicely done by Scarlett. And the Queen of Blades survives a scary bit of harassment. And, I mean, it's kind of helped by the fact that PureLegacy didn't save that BC, but well done by Scarlett.
Oh, absolutely. Pretty excited for game number 2. That was definitely a spicy one, Steadfast.
Yeah, I do wonder what would have happened in that game if he hadn't lost the BC, because the loss of that BC had actually huge implications on the game. Scarlett was not able... Or Scarlett didn't have to build Corruptors to deal with the BCs. It was only the 2 BCs, and as a result, and with her creep spread, she was able to just use Queens to kind of zone the BCs out, and that actually made her timing hit so much faster with the Swarm Host Nidus. PureLegacy, I mean, losing that BC almost fully nullified the initial advantage that he got for himself with those Hellion run-bys, because that's the other thing, too, is he threw away all those Hellions. So he did need to save that BC.
Oh, absolutely. And he was trying to. I think he was waiting for that teleport to become available again. And unfortunately, the Queens were just right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. We're going to be getting into game number 2 here of this Group B series. It is going to be Waterfall. Scarlett already looking sharp in game number 1. But PureLegacy, yeah, he had some opportunities. Undoubtedly. And here we go. Spawning down on the bottom left for Infernalis Esports. It is PureLegacy sending out an very early SCV.
And his opponent in the upper right, representing Shopify Rebellion, as you say, the Canadian Queen of Blades herself. Give it up for Scarlett in the red.
And it is going to be at least Proxy 2 racks. Scarlett, oh, she's sending this Overlord out on the right side. Oh, I think she might just be barely out of vision range to see it, but she might catch the SCV. She is going up to 17 drones, which implies to me that she might go pool first. Oh my goodness, she went up to 18 drones and a gas first. This is actually very good on paper, but she does miss the Proxy 2 racks.
Yeah, this could be a bit of a problem, Steadfast, and it looks like it's going to be Reapers. So we are not going to see... I mean, we could see a Marine mix, but...
No, I think you're right.
I think it may actually... I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up being 3 racks Reaper, which is a little off, but probably just 2 racks. We'll see here. momentarily.
He is cutting SCVs, so I think you are on to that. I think, yeah, there it is. Yep, he's got the third barracks queued on up. And Scarlett, I mean, with the gas pool, she is very well set up to deal with this, but she's not guaranteed to hold it. And because she's gone for this gas pool, it means that she can't really afford to lose that many drones, as opposed to if it was a standard hatch first. But it is going to all come down to what she follows this up with. Oh, man. She goes for lane speed. She still has 2 drones mining gas. Is this... Okay, this is one of 2 things. This is either a Ling Bane all-in and just straight up aggro, hyper aggro from Scarlett, or it was intended to be a fast Overlord speed follow-up. Now, she's going to see no barracks at home, and this is going to let her know that something wicked her way comes. She's already got a Spine Crawler on the way. The first Reaper doesn't find anything. And Scarlett, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter what her plan was. Her plan now is just survive. Oh, well, nice job. She interrupts the healing. Knows that lane was going to die. Just turns around. Good decision.
Yeah, that said, Steadfast. It's more than 3 racks Reaper.
Oh, my.
4 racks Reaper.
This is an NA ladder specialty right here. This is not a good situation for PureLegacy. Lane speed is going to be done so quickly here. The Spine Crawler is going to help out a lot. A Creep Tumor will basically mean that there's nowhere safe that these Reapers can go. Oh, but so far she hasn't dropped the Creep Tumor. Okay, there she does drop it now. PureLegacy going to want to go for this. Lane speed will complete, and she is going to lock him up onto the high ground. Won't get any kills. She does have to be a little bit careful, but there's no wall here. Oh, I mean, he doesn't even have an orbital. He's just going to lose, like, probably 3 or 4 SCVs at minimum. He is coming home to try and track this down. But Scarlett, in the meanwhile, she's got more Lings. Oh, this is so nice for Scarlett. Oh, cute move from PureLegacy. But he's still going to lose... Well, he's going to lose more than 4 SCVs. It's going to be 6 SCVs, which is 40% of his economy.
40% of his economy, and that said, 100% of his production is going to potentially be delayed. He's running as fast as he can, thrusting those jetpacks on the Reapers. But you know something, Steadfast? I just don't see a shot with 9 workers.
Yeah, this game is completely over. Scarlett is, well, she PureLegacy starts an orbital command on 9 SCVs, and Scarlett is going to force him back home again. I love the juke. I love that she jukes to the right side, and now she is going to wrap around on these 3 Reapers. That's going to be an instant GG.